will get you 10 points total there, right? So if you're in 15th, then if you happen to make it to 10th place and beyond, everyone then gets 5. And then at 5th place, everyone will be able to take 7 from there, but only one duo will walk away out. And remember that each elimination is going to give you 1 point. So players like Jarvis and Tfue, who have 5 and 4 eliminations respectively, have managed to pick themselves up a decent amount of points for their duo. Game 3, we only have 1 more left after this, and then we're going to crown our second FORTNITE Pro-Am champion.
Don't forget, guys, Lachlan loves to rock that code Elfin, known for rocking it in-game as well. This is part of that staple brand.
I mean, literally, he's like wearing it, you know?
He's quite literally wearing it.
He's owning it.
He even has the blonde hair to go, guys. This is serious commitment here.
Pretty sure that's not a wig. I think that's his. But Lachlan's going to be playing the edge of the storm, and as the storm pushes forward, Lachlan needs to take his time and move accordingly. He cannot make any foolish plays. I believe a storm flip just went out from Lachlan.
Uh-oh. That's it right there. It's pushing Ewok forwards. Ewok says, I gotta get out of here. Pops the rift to go. That's gonna be a crucial rip. She is now down to 1 launch pad. That is the only movement she's got left. Someone is campfiring way up above. She's got her eyes. They're coming out. Those guys that don't understand how the storm flip quite works, it creates a huge storm bubble if it's in the safe zone, and if it's in the storm, it creates a safety net. So the storm flip extremely powerful and versatile in Fortnite. Now Ewok lands with some prime real estate here. Doing a great job reading the map too. She's got all the zone in the world now.
55 builds as well. I'll have a boogie bomb, some shield potion to take advantage of. Ninja's still going to be in the game. Run solo without Marshawn Lynch. Rough spot to be in, but there goes the Shadow Bomb. Another phenomenal rotational tool, the Shadow Bomb.
It's actually great. Top 15 just broke through. Remember, if they can crack top 10, they get another set of placement points. So all of these elims matter now. If players go down, they're just scratching away at new points threshold. There's so many ballers in play here, Golden.
Yeah, a lot of ballers left. Airwalks, Jarvis, Kayun still going to be in this one, but a gift in the form of some mats and some ammo and Courage. Courage ended up getting pinned by Bucky FPS, who got the better of him there. Ewok still hanging out in the box that she built earlier on. Bucky down low with Kenneth. Got Patriota as well. Airwalks and Grime, a great duo, still very much in this game, but the young man Jarvis with 7 eliminations, but he's going to get knocked down to 54 true HP, but total of 104 HP with his shields.
Yes, Jarvis, dude, we saw him. He's on the boards right now. He's in top 10. And this is why he's got so many eliminations. He's got placement. He's in the knife duo up right now. He jumps all the way across, gets a nice little connection here, and it's his high ground.
Phenomenal movement from Jarvis. He also has that purple combat shot. He might damage. That player should be going down any second. That's Kyla Drew. That combat shotty from up above is going to punish you. Ninja just got himself 2 eliminations on the side as well. Just got wiped out, though, by Bucky. And our final few players are going to remain. We're now sitting with 7 players left in the lobby. Actually, scratch that, 6 players left, all solos. And this right here, folks, some of the best in the world of competitive Fortnite. Jarvis up above in the high ground. Bucky right below him. Kayun in that mid area. Typical gamer looking to shake things up with Airwalks and Patriota down low. This is intense, Monster.
Yes, and Airwalks actually picked up minis, so he's going to be able to just bounce back a little bit here. Down comes the double campfire. It's not over yet. Jarvis has got the high ground. He's got Bucky up against the wall, too.
But Jarvis only has 10 builds left. That is my concern. That is the pain point there for him, and he needs to get to an area where the builds are going to exist. Airwalks is out of it, and Jarvis manages to get the better of Airwalks. Oh, Airwalks still in 1 HP. I stand corrected. Is it enough, though? He does get out of it, and Jarvis is looking for him. He knows that he's going to be super weak. There has to be just, you can sneeze on him, and he's going to be out of this. But the shields come into play for Airwalks. It's now going to come down to 4 players remaining. Jarvis scoping it out. Does he find it? Airwalks. He knows this is a lot of pressure he's in, but Jarvis has no more builds remaining. Meanwhile, Airwalks has so much to work with.
Everyone is so weak here, Golden. Jarvis falls all the way down to Patriota, who's going to win the exchange. Typical takes the high ground. In comes Airwalks as well.
Oh,
he actually catches Patriota.
This is insane. Typical gamer has the high ground. Jarvis is going to be down to 31 HP, and as you like to say, Monster, playing that low ground warrior role. It's a 1v1v1. Jarvis tags Airwalk. That's going to eliminate him. Typical Gamer in the high ground. Jarvis needs to hold this one up, but can Typical Gamer get that final connection, the victory royale in game number 3, and jettison them up in the leaderboards? Typical Gamer scouting around, and he playing great defense there, just holding him off, not allowing him to get any kind of vision. But when is this going to run out? When is he not going to have any builds anymore to work with? Typical Gamer, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. One build remaining, and that's it. He's going to land in front of him, and Typical Gamer! What a win! Victory Royale, 7 eliminations, 17 points total. GG!
What an endgame! Airlocks, Typical Gamer, Jarvis, all of them had so many eliminations in the final moments. That was extremely intense, but Typical runs out of materials, almost gives it up. Here's the final moments. Just take a look at how Jarvis took the high ground. It was almost all over. Beautiful side jump. He put it all on the table right here.
There you have it.
You cannot miss.
Might have been able to get the better of Typical Gamer. But man, I know that a lot of people from Typical Gamer's community they have to be losing their collective minds, and I don't blame them. What a conclusion to that game. That was just game 3, but we have one more coming up in a little bit, and I know that this is it. It all boils down to the final game. That was intense. I'm getting a little sweaty up here.
Every single game has really brought the energy, the crowd, the environment. It's all coming down here. That was another beautiful end game, but dude, Airwalks and Jarvis have been making it all the way through. So has Bucky. Ninja showing up in these final moments. Every game matters, right?
Yeah.
These points add up.
They add up, and surely they're going to be looking great in the leaderboard, but we'll check that in a little bit. For now, we're going to send it over to Pookie, who has our winner, Kitty, who has our winner. Typical Gamer standing by.
Yes, we've got our winners, our duo winners. Even though it might end up in the solos and those end games, it still is a group effort. Now, I want to know, how have you been supporting your teammate today so far?
I'm trying to not die, but it's not really working for me. So he's just amazing by himself, man. My heart was pounding watching him. He's great.
It's all for charity, too, so that's so great. After that game, how are you feeling going into the next few? How are you going to continue the momentum? You got one and win all the money for charity.
I mean, I feel like the first 2 games we used to kind of develop the strategy. Once we got that unlocked, I told them we're winning game 3. That's it. So we're going to go into game 4 with the same energy. I'm here to win some money for the Sick Kids Hospital BC, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yes, as a fellow Canadian and someone that grew up in British Columbia, I thank you. That's incredible, guys. I'm looking forward to see how well you do in the next game, hopefully closing it all out and winning. But in order to do that, we've got to take it back to our casters, who are going to take us into the next few games. You guys do so good.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. I know that they're over the moon right now with how that game panned out. Typical Gamer, and I got to give him some love, man, because you have a lot of great YouTube content creators that crush it on a daily basis. But Typical Gamer is a name that we see in World Cup qualifiers performing so many times at a top level. And I'm glad that finally I was able to commentate one of his games, a big moment for him, and against a quality player like Jarvis, who has really begun to grow quite a bit in the Fortnite competitive community. I think that was a pretty special moment across the board, and what a game that was. I love moments like that when it comes down to who could just be the scrappiest monster.
Yeah, and in those final moments, you never know, right? And this is what makes Fortnite competitive so good. It looked like, for a second, Jarvis had it all the way through to the bone, but Airwalks, launch pads to the high ground, says, you know what, I want a piece of this. I can take this too. And in those final moments, everything shifted. Jarvis lost all of his health, wasted materials, fell down, and then this is Fortnite. Scramble, right? You don't even know what's going on anymore. Everything changed. But let's talk about how the first 2 games, they just kind of had to get it together.
Yes.
Now, game 3, things connect. The question is, can he pull through for that game 4?
He's been playing well all day long. I wouldn't be shocked to see him in that top 20. He knows how to play his game to get him up into that point. You just got to get to top 15. That's when you start to earn some points, and that's where it could push you a little further up. But I know everyone wants to see where we are in the standings right now. The good news is your boy GB's got you covered. Let's go ahead and take a look, see where we are. And at the top, it's going to be Airwalks in Grime.
Wow.
With that, I believe it was 3rd place or 4th place that they were able to sneak away out of that one. Typical Gamer, our winner from the last game, has, as I mentioned, jettisoned himself up to 7th place with 22 points. The Victory Royale, 12 eliminations total. Airwalks in Grime, though, they need to be gunned down.
Someone needs to go find them and take them down, because if you allow them to have just one more good game, the gap might be too much to catch up and close. Here are top 20 duos, though. See everyone here just scratching away at some points. Good to see people earning eliminations, though, just across the board as duos.
Yeah, I mean, look, folks, it all boils down to these final moments here, and we're going to get into that game in a little bit. But for now, we actually have Sundown, who's going to be standing over down by the stage with a special guest.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy, and we do have a special guest. I'm going to need you guys to put your hands up in the air and wave them to give a nice big round of applause for Ewok now. Yeah, there we go. Let them know. And Zeke and I took a little bit of time to practice some sign language to do our best to try and bridge the gap and make this a full experience for everyone. So Zeke, why don't you start it off?
All right. I'm really nervous, so hopefully I don't mess this up. All right, so it is, hi, Ewok. How are you?
I'm so excited.
Cool. I am here to hold the mic.
Sorry, nervous a lot. I know it's something different. Hello, my name is Sundown. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you today? Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
So, what is your favorite dance?
The floss.
Hey, that's a good one. Now, what is your favorite weapon?
The combat shotgun. That one's my favorite.
Always a good choice going on there, Ewok. Now, is there anything that you want to say to the crowd?
I want to say thank you all for your support and being here. I'm really happy to be where I am today. And thank you guys so much. Thank you, Epic staff, and everyone that's involved. I love you lots. Thank you so much.
That's some of the amazing gameplay that Ewok was able to provide in the last game. So let's actually take a look at that and see what she was able to do on the main stage. Going on right here now, one thing you note, the chase she went through both of the rifts, was able to chase down and pick up Jordan Fisher, and then you can turn right after. You see her signing to the partner, trying to get them back together, but she is then on her lonesome, able to get it out. You can see this was the start of that engagement with Kurt, able to get in there, get the knock. Ewok was then able to clean it up, but we weren't done there. Now, something gotta note, look how smart this is. She ends up having so many shields and the storm flip, recognizes she's by the zone. So what does she do? Tunnels her way in, juggles it on, ends up getting another knock, but now look, she has all of the supplies and everything she needs to end up making it into the end game. A great finish there, a top 10 performance. Ewok and Kurt have been amazing, a staple of the community. So again, just everyone put your hands up, give them a nice big round of applause. We're gonna throw it back up to the casting desk to get into the final game. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I also, can we please give a round of applause for Zeke and Sundown for that? That is not easy to do. That is for bridging gaps